Yo, what's good everyone? Today is day 19. Yeah, today's day 19. Yeah.
Put my trust in a hammer. I'm broken from all of the trauma. This money don't matter. I got brothers that still in the slammer. Yeah, I've been stabbed in the back, baby. I can still feel the knife in my back. They drop it, I drop it in mad. From the band, now I graduated. Sitting at the stove, praying that I need to make 120 on these diamonds. It was just for motivation. Please don't call me a rapper. I'm an entrepreneur. Left council homes, thanks to the stove, thanks to the pot, thanks to the plug. I owe him a lot, I owe him my life, I grew up a lot. I'm buying this whip, I'm driving it fast, it's straight out of luck. They feel entitled, calling my phone.
Editing, no thumbnails,
I'm linking my
like
site,
that,
no for a fuck, it's just for a slug. How much of my blood, how much of my tears, I put in a lot. How much of my love, I put in the shit, I put in the love.
Professional content creation, no lighting. Right now, no thumbnails, no lighting, no shortcut videos, like 10-20 minute videos that are compacted and impactful. But we're gonna, I'm working on that as we speak. So right now, what I'm doing is, so today what we're gonna do is, let me see, let me just put on like some house music or something. So I think, let's see. I like trance, to be honest. Let's see what kind of trance we got. I don't know about all that. Chill beats. This one's pretty good.
We put out the fed.
Let's see what's going on here. I want like long, chill beats. I don't know, I can't really, it is fine. We're gonna, let's see, on YouTube, I'll just bring it up here. Study music. Alright, 4 hours, let's see. Ambient study music. Focus flow. Alright, this is good. You can play this. Is it Creative Commons? Creative Commons. Honestly, I think we're good with that one. All right, I ordered a burger, so I'm waiting for that. Ordered a burger. It's gonna be a smash burger with 2 double patties, like 1 set of double patties. It's called Medina Burger, so it better be good. I think it's pretty good. It's gonna arrive in 11 minutes. 11 minutes, we're gonna eat a nice burger. And then, let's see where it goes. Music going. Do some push-ups, yeah? Let's get the blood flowing, right? Alright, gonna do a bit of stretches. push-ups yesterday. It's like it's a little bit sore. So I feel like I could do more. Let me see. I'll let it heal and then we'll see. But I'll do some preacher curls. Let's get some preacher curls going. While that's going, we're gonna now talk about all the apps I'm working on. So right now, the goal is we got at least 3 apps to launch. ManageTeams, ContentKing, and Clawbots. These 3 apps are from the SaaS. They're basically SaaS. And I have another category of apps I'm launching, which are Shopify SaaS. They're geared towards e-commerce SaaS, Shopify public store, Shopify apps. For that, I got 2 apps in the pipeline, Sections and Subscription. So these are the 2 apps. So I got 5 apps going. Once I build these 5 apps, that's it. Then we focus on vibe marketing. Just go crazy with vibe marketing and creating content for this channel, professional content. So that's kind of the roadmap for the next 2 to 4 weeks. My goal is to package up these 3 apps, make beautiful landing pages for them, and then market them, and also use them as portfolio to get more projects for Muscle Digital Agency, a company that's made me over $500,000 in the last 2 to 3 years. So that's kind of the plan. Straight into it. So let's see what we got. I was looking up golf clubs, so let's get out of there. Let's So this is Manage Teams. Got all this stuff going. So I added this organization where I can add members. I have roles, and inside the roles I can give permissions, what each role can and cannot do, and I'll improve these as I add more features. I'll add those features into these permissions and all that mumbo jumbo. So the goal is, this is gonna be like the agency, but it's gonna be a special kind of agency, because this agency I'll be adding features to and ensuring that testing the features and all that, and once all that is good, I'm gonna be pushing the good features into a set of client, like customer organizations. So whichever organizations sign up for this SaaS, yeah, they're basically gonna get a good It's saying, that's a target audience. So target audience, details, separate Stripe for separate apps we're launching. So that's going to be 3 different Stripe accounts. I just think that's just best practice. Oh my god. Guys. Some fries. For giving me chocolates. Alright, so Stripe is done. As you can see. Put mushroom in this too. It's good. So we got this going. We got the business stuff done. Now, yeah. So now let's talk about this UI because it's not the best. So we're gonna talk about that right now. Alright. Screenshot. We got a lot of empty space. What should we do about this? than that. The tags aren't in the link, so on the tags to be part of the URL structure throughout the app. So what I mean by that is it's team, so I can't really copy paste it and go to the specific tab. So I want that to be linked to part of the URL structure. Let's see, equals tab equals to active roles, so yeah. Team knows. What do you think makes most sense? Let's do probably just. That. Meanwhile, see what's called. So what I'm trying to do is have a sequence inside another sequence. So in this Content King app, I introduced the concept of having sequences. So what does name pro do? Project manual. For example, directly onto another sequence timeline, and then I think you do the same thing. Yeah. Sweat. There's a different way where I could do the offer of doing all this. How come yesterday I could log in without doing all this? Alright guys, let's get down to business. I had another order come in, so I just had to take care of that. So what's happening now is pipeline looks intact. Here's the status. So no code signing for Mac. Hardened runtime true is set, but there's no secret in the workflow. No Windows code signing either. Next app URL secret needs to be set in GitHub repo. Secrets in your production URL. Your remote use intern hitting your service API. That part is fine as long as. Can you double check 3 and 4? Signing not needed for Mac and Windows for now. All right, so let's see what's going on there. Muscle team, okay, it's checking it out. Cool for API token. All right, so what the hell? So I'm trying to figure out the version naming, but then how come on the app it says? I don't like V31. That's way too bad. Maybe we go with 1.1. Yeah. All right, so it's gonna do that. Okay. Clawbots. Check if we exceeded GitHub Actions 500 MB limit. We may need to delete some stuff from there. The releases, the app's auto updater checks that repo for new releases. So any users will see the update available banner and can download 1.1.2. There's a full flow Coolify deployment. The website is separate. That already auto deploys on every push to main, so the server side is already updated. Can't you run a monitor that tells you when it's done? You want to do build. All right, let it fix that. Meanwhile, I got a lot to test on Content King. Simpler phase approach. Add necessary sequence clips to the timeline. Drag from sequence tab into timeline. What would be best long term? Doesn't matter for separate Stripe accounts. I don't think I'm gonna work on this right now. So let's minimize that. Clawbots. Long-term array is full live preview with proxy rendering. Same pattern you already have for regular video clips. When you drag a sequence onto the timeline, it renders. Will sequences be in panels, in asset panels, or where would I drag them from? What if I close a sequence tab? How would I get it then? Here's how to think about it. Where to drag from sequences should live in the asset panel as their own tab, sequences tab. Alongside assets import, you'd see all your sequences listed there, landscape, portrait, and drag them onto closing a sequence tab. Closing should just hide it from the tab top bar, not delete it. The sequence and all its clips. Yeah. All right, it's gonna make a plan and execute on it. Meanwhile, I do want to get a couple of more things going. Yeah, the YouTube purser thing. So let me check up on my team. So apparently it's working. Let me see. Oh yeah, it's working. Live team activity. People are clocking in. All right, so manage teams, it's pretty good. I got some teammates here going in. I don't think we need this. What's going on? All right, let this go off. Let this finish up. Plan is saved, ready to execute. Content King, yeah, just do it. What kind of user flow will be available once this plan is executed? You build your talking head in sequence A, switch to sequence B, open the asset panel, sequences tab, see sequence A listed there with its aspect ratio and duration. Drag sequence A onto sequence B's timeline. It drops as a single purple clip, sequence A. Purple clips are just for transcripts. And that's it. And are sequences able to be renamed? And what else? It drops a single purple clip. Once proxy is done, the clip is fully playable. Why do we have to wait for proxy to be done for the clip to be playable? Editing the nested sequence. You realize you want to change something in sequence A, click the sequence A tab or reopen it from the sequences panel. Make your edit, switch back to sequence B. The nested clip detects it's stale and automatically re-renders the proxy. Perfect. Good catch. For nested sequence clips, we'll use a different color, maybe teal, cyan, To distinguish them, renaming sequence, no, not currently, should be a simple addition, double check. Okay, proxy wait, you're right. We don't want to have to wait. The proxy can run in the background while you keep working. The clip is immediately playable. Yeah. So that's something good, right? It'll make a plan. I don't want to read the entire plan. Like it's like how many, 66 lines. So what I did was, and sometimes plans are even longer. So what I did was I told it, hey, can you tell me the user flow that's expected once this plan is executed? So it told me all these steps, read it, and I was like, okay, makes sense. Let me see what's going on here though. Bro. So here, let me see proxy. There's something about export, next clip, re-rendered fresh. What's the proxy for? Short answer. Smooth scrubbing and seeking, canvas compositing can't keep up at full speed. Proxy lets the video engine handle it natively. So we'll have issues with smooth scrubbing if we don't do proxy, right? And go straight into editing. So what should we do? How do best companies deal with this? Any optimizations that we can take advantage of regarding this? Because ideally I want to be editing right away, so maybe like stream proxy or do some proxy, like optimizations there would be great, but I don't know what's best practice here. Let the whole thing proxy out. I don't even know if proxy out is, if you're allowed to say this, but low-res proxy first, they render a faster segment-based proxy rendering instead of waiting for the full sequence to render. They render in short chunks, yeah. That portion of the clip becomes smooth. You can scrub the already rendered parts immediately. Low-res proxy first. Drop the sequence. Canvas composite plays instantly, janky but usable. Immediately kick off. I don't know about that. I don't want any janky experience. How long would that take if we drop in a 1 hour video? How long would the first 30 to 60? What if we do, what if the scrubber goes into other areas of the clip, like at 20-minute or 40-minute mark? Those portions won't be proxied yet, so scrubbing there would be janky until that chunk renders. Prioritize around playhead. When you scrub to the 20M mark, immediately pause the background render and start rendering the chunk around where you are. So wherever you jump to, it renders that area first. Option 1 makes sense, and we wanna take a bit from behind the playback from the scrub as well. So at 20-minute mark, maybe also include 19-minute, 40-second to 20-minute, 30-second. Excellent, exactly right. Render a window around the playhead, not just currently. Is that how things work in our system? If not, we want it to be holistic and cover all things rather than just a sequence feature. We want it to be universal. Excuse me. What's going on? Is it running? Currently in the system, regular video clips have no progressive proxy rendering at all. Proxies are generated once on import and that's it. There's no playhead aware chunk rendering data. So before building nested sequence, we should build a universal smart proxy first. Not just, okay, should I plan that out as its own? Yes. Yeah, so again, these are things we kind of have to think about, right? If it was just gonna do this big feature on just sequences, it's gonna conflict with, so let me just show you guys what's going on. Right now you can see this green bar, it makes the scrubber smooth between clips. Even if I do this, it needs to be green. Yeah, now it's gonna be good. So the reason that happens is because yeah, like you know why, right? Like the reason like is it's because of the rent. I'm sure when you use Premiere Pro and all that, that's you know that's how it works. So that's kind of how that goes. I was just curious, how does CapCut do it? Because I don't think they do this technique yet. Yet their scrubber is smooth. Wow, so we're already doing it, but we're already doing chunk-based rendering, but it's not good. What's going on here? All right, my team is talking about Muscle app is causing issues. The team app. CapCut scrubbing is smooth because they don't use traditional video decoding at all. During scrubbing, they use pre-extracted JPEG frame thumbnails. Frames extract as images at regular intervals. When you scrub, they're just showing JPEGs. What? The fix during preview is playing JPEGs instead of actual video. Shows JPEGs during the scrubbing, then snaps to real video when you stop. We have JPEGs already extracted, or I mean, so you're saying they use JPEGs for smooth scrubbing? When you lift your finger, stop scrubbing, snap to real video frame. It feels instant because loading a JPEG is essentially free compared to video decoding. Should we do what DaVinci is doing or CapCut? CapCut's approach solved 9% scrubbing field with almost no infrastructure. For smooth, full speed playback. But CapCut, it does do smooth, full speed playback. Does it not? I'm using it on Mac OS. Are we using Apple's video toolbox? What should we do regarding this? What about for Windows users? I don't get, so why does CapCut? That's very interesting. Let's study CapCut for a bit. It's all done now. CapCut, I gotta subscribe again. That's crazy. Let me see Content King. Yeah, bro, it's not good. How come CapCut I can click and drag the scrubber and the preview panel preview updates very fast as I scroll through scrubber, but our app the preview doesn't update fast. They don't try to decode a new video or scrubber mode. They show a JPEG thumbnail instantly while you drag, then decode the real frame when you pause or release. In our app, every pixel of scrubber fires a seek to frame. The pixels exactly face you during. So will phase 2? What about Premiere Pro? I think it does something similar. So are we doing mixed hybrid Premiere Pro and CapCut or what? What's phase 1? What makes most sense to do? Start with phase 1. I'm gonna just pause the music because I like silence more than music, to be honest. So it's still building. I got an email that 90%. All right, I'm gonna ask it to restart the app and see where that goes. I'll start back up when you're ready. Stop the current instance. You stop it and restart. Okay, done. How do I do that? Documents. It's not gonna be here. It's gonna be in Good Life. Let's see what happens here. Failed. Oh, that's not good. Okay, I gotta add some features here. Logs. Features. I want to be able to click and drag an entire track and rearrange the order. I should be able to click and drag a file from Finder and place it into the timeline, and that file will also get added to the assets panel simultaneously. So when I click and drag a file from somewhere on my local hard drive into the timeline, it should show visual feedback, just like what happens when I do the same from assets panel into the timeline. But when I click and drag a video from V2 below V1, it shows a new track as a visual feedback to place it in there, to place it into. So I do that, but then it goes into V2 track because V1, the M is a new empty track that was created, and I was intending to put the video from previous V2 into newly created V1. So previous V2 became V3 and V1 became V2, and the clip went from previous state's V2 into the new V2 instead of V1. Okay, so now let me see. Okay, B2, okay, that's fine. I'll deal with that later. Apple's hardware encoder handles pixel format intentionally, okay. You want to use a swarm of agents for these tasks I have, and also another agent for phase 2 onwards. When you drag a clip from V2 and drop it below V1, a new empty track is created below V1. And the clip lands there, but it becomes V2. The new track is V1, pushing the old V1 up. So I drag it from V2 and I want to put in a new track, so I drag it below V1. A new track is shown as a visual feedback. I release my click. I'm expecting it to go to the new track V1, but instead it goes into V2, which was V1 before. But now it's going into V2 instead of going into the newly created V1 track. All right, just gonna do that. You gotta always test these basic operations. Still, the Lightning CSS Windows and module issue. This happens because the package line was generated on Mac. Alright, so it's gonna work on all that. Alright, so both the apps are working, like, you know, AI is working on both. So now, what I can work on is clawbots. For that, I need what do I need? Yeah, I need a separate stripe for that. So I'll get that going. Meanwhile, I want to work on a new project, which is going to be let me actually assign someone something. Hey Tahir, are you there? Bro, do you have access to the GitHub repos? So this project that Musa's explained to you, it's called GTA websites on GitHub. So we have some sections made there already. So you need to build on top of that. There are 3 repos. Template 1 mastercrete, template 1 region concrete, template 1. So I guess build on top of mastercrete. Okay, I'm sending you the name here in this voice channels chat. But yeah, we have some sections there already. Just build on top of that. Okay?
Okay.
Alright, bro. Thank you. Yeah, so that's good. So that's getting done. Alright, so the project I want, what should I call it? I think it should be part of Content King, but I don't know. I don't want to make it part of Content King. YouTube channel, so Content King does get all that though. Yeah, so I think we need to make it part of Content King. So let's talk about this more. If I'm live streaming content on YouTube, can we download that video while it's being live streamed? How would that work? We have a YouTube downloader in this project repo, but just trying to figure out how that all works out. So, okay, while he's doing that, if we have a 3-hour video on YouTube, not live streamed, but just, it was a live stream, but then it turned into just a video, can we download 10 minutes at a time and then extract the transcript and do analysis on it? Like create YouTube descriptions and social media posts with that. Yes, downloading live stream after it ends works fine. Once you, what about while I'm live streaming? Can we download that somehow? Okay. The catch for your use case, you need to know the YouTube live URL ahead of time and start the capture early. YTDLP essentially acts as a recorder. It can go back in time to get footage before, okay. Practical approach, start saves locally as a stream. Can it save to the server rather than locally? Or maybe locally, but then we upload it to server 5 to 10 minutes at a time. Because while I'm streaming, I want to feed that data to my video editors so they can just start editing fast. Downloads each completed chunk, upload to your server, cloud storage. Video editors get notified, can start editing chunk one while you're still on chunk 3. 2 approaches for chunking. Split chapters, and you can combine with FFmpeg segment muxer to auto split into fixed length files as they're written. Record full, split in parallel. Where do your video editors work? Do they use this Content King app or are they on Premiere Pro? That determines whether we upload to your server, Supabase storage, or somewhere else. Ideally, they should be using Content King app. you start a live stream on YouTube, you paste YouTube live URL into Content King and hit start capturing. What needs to be built? Live capture UI. Okay, yeah, so live streaming, okay, that's good. Okay, and part of the plan should also cover non-live streaming vids or vids that are, yeah, where I can take them and put them through LLM to give me YouTube descriptions and LinkedIn social media post content. Challenge rather to get assets in real time. Any YouTube video also during stream also want to do this while live streaming as well. I get to decide what social media platforms to create things on, and also I want to be able to edit the prompt. What would the user flow be like once the plan is executed? Here's the end-to-end user flow of VOD post. Open Content, go to YouTube import panel, paste in YouTube URL, select platforms, check boxes. Optionally edit the generation prompt. Hit process system fetches. No. I think it needs to be paste any YouTube URL. Then get me chunks transcript, captions, then I choose platforms, and generate things. Each platform will require different flow or prompt. So ideally, I want to enter YouTube URL, get the transcript, select part of the transcript, and prompt it to get me a more fine-tuned social media posting or caption. So I would say, like, I would choose part of the transcript, prompt it, and choose YouTube, and it'll make it for YouTube. And similar flow for the other platforms. And then it gives me the output. It says let's auto-generate everything and more a precision content creation tool where you're in control of what source material feeds each post. Yeah. Transcript selection. Do you want to select by clicking timestamps or actually highlight text in the transcript like a text editor? Highlight text in the transcript like a text editor, and probably want to watch the video at the word I clicked in the transcript. Yeah, text editor, let's just keep it like that. Can you get multiple posts from different transcript sections and collect them all in one session like a content basket? How would that work user flow wise? Yes. Highlight a transcript section, choose platform, right prompt, hit you highlight a transcript section, choose platform, you highlight a transcript section, choose platform, right prompt, hit generate. Output appears in a side panel, basket on the right. You keep going, highlight another section, different platform, generate again. At the end, you review all cards, copy what you want, discard what you don't. Visually, it feels like a transcript on the left, generated content cards stacking on the right. I think we need a view where we see columns for, so for example, YouTube column, TikTok column, Instagram column, Facebook column, LinkedIn column, X column, and we take content from the basket, or the basket can be viewed in terms of multi-column, and in each column we see the content cards. ASCII design. Okay, you can scroll each column independently. With that column visibility, do you always see all platforms, or you can hide? Only see columns for which we have content generated for. Hide if no content available for that column. One card per generation, or can one generation push to multiple platforms at once? One card for now. One card or multiple. I can choose. Card actions: copy, delete, regenerate, tweak prompt. Yes, all of these. Perfect, that's a clean, well-defined feature now. Okay. Let's see, phase 2. Is it done? Let me see. How's it gonna work? So for existing clips, we have JPEG, thumbs. Yeah, there is no thumbnails. How come this doesn't have thumbnails? It's a screen recording. Since still to and from before, try YouTube auto captions first. Yes. LM model, Cloud Sonnet for generation, Grok Llama for now. Superbase storage, Backblaze B2, we already used that for other things. Live chunk size default, live chunk size default, 5 minutes. We should be able to choose chunk sizes. Could be 2 minutes or 5 or 10 or 20 or more. Editor notification, chunks appear in real time enough, or always want an in-app alert ping, chunks appearing in real time WebSockets. Yes. Yeah. All right, let me see if I can. Okay, this has been fixed. Done when screen recording stops. Okay, let me just test out that feature first. Nice. Doesn't really work. Bro, what the hell was that? Alright, it's not that good, but we'll address that in a second. Actually, let's address it now. Okay, let me see how this works. Got all these things going. Screen recording thumbnails are created, but I don't see smooth scrubbing happening. Like when I click and drag the scrubber, the preview doesn't update fast. I think it's like lagging, it's janky. But for CapCut, it's not janky. When I play the video, the scrubber is smooth, but when I'm taking the scrubber and moving it across the timeline editor, it's janky. So Electron, okay, yeah, I think it's pretty separate. Another thing is when I have a video on V2 and a video in V1 covering the same time range, the V2 video should be on top of V1. Let me see if I can get. Still syncing. Okay, good. I need you to understand the existing repos, code, and architecture styles, component, and build things based on that. Make a markdown file detailing the architecture and use it for future prompts when I'm telling you to build new sections. Alright, I think these guys are going off, so it keeps restarting. But one issue is fixed, 2 issues are fixed. So when I click, yeah, fixed. I should go to click and drag. Oh, I don't know. Oh, let me see. I didn't test that. Let me see if that will work. Let's do a small video. It's kind of good, kind of not. Whoa, 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 that's not good. It disappears sometimes. Let's see how this looks when you do that. Great. That is sick. Alright, some of these guys are working on that other task, so YouTube descriptions and all that will be good. Yeah. The export fix is in place. The preview. Alright, so I think both of these, okay, export fix is in place. The fix is complete for that. Is there anything else? And then already, okay, so there are issues though. Bro, what's going on? Bro. I think these guys are working on it. Alright, so it's done. Let's see. Vertical Studio. Content Studio. Okay. Let's give it one of my YouTube videos. what I can't really reorder V2 track into V1. Like all the clips inside V2 doesn't move into V1, or that entire row should be coming into V1 and change its name to V1 from V2. I don't see that happening. Can't. Wait, let's go to Content Studio. No captions, downloading audio for Whisper. Ooh. Okay, let's see. Wait, let me see this. No, it's not gonna have that. Alright, so I gotta pay current meter usage. As you can see, 2000 minutes already used up. So I gotta pay for this now. So let me go ahead and do that. Whoa. Why am I paying for this? When was this? Are we still paying for Snoozy? I'll look into that later. All right, it's gonna fix it up. Single root cause fix. All right, let's see. All right, so muscle team manage teams is I had to update it. Update the billing. So that's happening here. Let me see. Is it gonna load? Yeah, it's not. Yeah. There we go. Bruh. Alright, while that's happening, let me test out the other stuff. Nice. It's good now, but we need visual feedback when tracks are in drag state, and I noticed when I'm clicking and dragging the drag icon, it's as if I'm trying to drag that image, that icon image. And also I need to see proper visual feedback of when I'm moving the track. And currently when I'm moving it into another video track, I have to be very precise with my mouse to place it in there. So I need some freedom there. so it's still running 2 minutes in. Okay, update. Alright, let's see what's going on here. Reload. Let me see. That's audio. That's not a good one. I need to see an area covered, not just a line, for visual feedback. Okay. There we go. Much better. When I'm playing the scrubber, the V2 should supersede, and it does, but sometimes it disappears. In the preview panel, the clip, it shows up for a second and goes away, but other times it stays in. But sometimes you just see V1 clip playing even though V2 is on top of it, the V2 clip. App is up, try Content Studio. Is it gonna work now? I'm tired of testing this. Convo, no, not Convo. Oh no. Alright, that's fine. Let's go to here. Same issue. A regular YouTube video, bro, what do you mean? Alright, let's try. So I guess the captions. Damn, bro, that's pretty good. It's pretty good, pretty good. is failing to download the audio for your video specifically with GVS or PO token error, even with the updated version. Hello? I'm saying don't, same issue, so I'm saying don't start coding, tell me what's going on. The error says only images are available for download. Yeah, sure, no, it's, my results sometimes take time to fully process after stream ends, and Nah. We've been going for 2.5 hours. That's good. We're gonna do it for longer. I think I wanna take a little 20-30 minute nap. Also fix the same issue in the YT clip. Whoa. Shit, I gave it the wrong. I don't think this is gonna work, guys. Okay, let's see if this is fixed. So what's happening is I'm saying we need SSOT, single source of truth. The index convention is inconsistent. So I'm just realizing it's asking me if I added V2 via drag and drop. Why should that matter, right? There's add track uses index equals to sequential position in array where but it's this way higher. The fixed add track for video needs the same inverse index. It just gave me suspicion that, like, because it asked me this, I'm like, that shouldn't matter. So it tells me there's two flows happening, two separate algorithms. So that's why I'm saying, are you using single source of truth for this? Higher is a higher in UI, composites on top. The video tracks in. Damn, that's crazy. Alright guys, I think I'm gonna go now. Maybe join back in a few minutes. Kind of tired. I think I need to rest a little bit. And we'll go from there. See you in a few minutes, maybe 1 hour.